Today I have finished quilting all the way down the quilt as far as I can go. So what I have to do is I have to come on the other side and pretty much roll it backwards to get the last 3 rows. So that is what I'm going to do. Alright, so we are back at the machine here. I've got the first round of binding on. And I was going to do this by hand again with an invisible stitch, but I thought that was going to take too long, and the machine, running it through the machine holds it just as good as doing it by hand. Just gets done a little quicker. So, my little vintage machine here, it's an old Singer. I got it at the auction for, what did I pay? $2 I paid for this thing, and I took a chance on it, came home, it worked. This is the only one that survived through the fire that I had in the end of January. So, and you know what? I like this thing much better than the newer one that I had bought for $100. This thing, they just don't make them like this anymore. This thing just does the job so much better. It doesn't have any fancy schmancy stitching, but this is what we've got. So, what I've started to do here is I have set it to a small zigzag stitch. And I'm just going right along the edge and stitching that last piece of binding down. And then on the other side, it's going to give me a cute little design looking thing on there on the front. So we're just going to keep going right on around. I am really happy how this quilt turned out. The different method I used for putting all the pieces together really helped whenever it came to the backing being straight whenever I was finished. So the binding, I did it a different way. I did not do it by hand this time. Did it all by machine. So now it has a nice little zigzag stitch all the way around, which can work as a little unique design factor. This is the backing, and it looks like this on the underside, which I was pretty happy with how it turned out. So just little unique features, and it is hand stitched halfway, and it is machine stitched the other way. Just thought I'd try a couple of different methods on this, see how it turned out, and I am quite happy with it. So look for this on my eBay store, pappyjudsvintageemporium, and we'll see you there. Welcome back. This is an update on this block quilt that I have decided to finish. I finished my hand quilting that I wanted to do. I went one way with hand quilting, and then I took it through the machine and went the other way. I think it's turning out pretty cute. And what I did was, when I went through the machine, I quilted it with the backing on. So the backing is now attached. The only thing left to do is trim up the extra strings and decide what kind of binding I want to put on.